Here, ready? Ready?
Room here. Hello, Sin. Hello, ACNC12.
Do you like the blue? I'm kind of godly with blue. I wear a lot of blue. I know I wear black a lot, but for some reason, a lot of my bathing suits and stuff are in the blue family.
Hello, Linda. Hello, Rosa. Hello, Paula.
It's a nice bright change, don't you think? This is Alan's choice.
Hannah, I owe you a response. I have not forgotten. Hello, Albert. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Nicole. Shanna. Julie's overalls. Hello, Adri.
And I'll wait. This is how you'll see me. I'll have my hair in little braids all week. I'll do braids because I don't fix my hair in Mexico.
Hello, Kitten Tracks. Sam, I am. Hello, Stephanie. Rebecca.
Very exciting.
Yvette.
I have a lot to do between now and Saturday.
Hello, Carrie.
So much.
Hello, Christy.
So much.
Hello, Chris. Maria, Cindy. Hello, Michael Melkos. Hopefully you've received a lid like this.
Is Michael going? Michael, are you going?
No, I don't think he's going.
You just gave him a hat to be nice?
Yeah.
Oh, he's so good to us.
He is. Hello, Molly. Hello, Antoine. Hello,
Michael's
Carrie.
moderating all the time. He helps me with my technological stuff.
He's basically
He earned a hat.
He's basically an employee of this podcast.
Yeah, he earned a hat. Should I leave it flat bill or curve it?
I curve mine around a little bit. Hello, Brooksio.
Oh, ow, that hurts.
Okay. Hello, Kim. Hello, all. Hello, Christy Kincaid Norris. Yeah, it wouldn't be a podcast without KKN. You got to have KKN here.
Who all in here is going with us?
I can tell you.
Well, they all say me, or something like that. Or
Hello,
hola.
Why does it have to be
Because we're
hola?
going to Mexico.
Oh.
Hola. Or holla.
Thank you, Antoine. I mean, it's a pretty sweet ride. I do have to admit. Sarah's going.
Yay. How many of y'all in the chat room are going?
Well, Sarah, for sure.
Alan has to lean forward and look because I can't see worth a toot.
Maybe next year. Good. I hope so.
We'll do it again next year.
We'll do it again next year. See, look, what I want to do is, this is this year's color, and then I put the resort and the year on here, and I want people to collect these. That's my hope.
What color's next year going to
Hello, Taylor. I haven't decided that yet. We want to eventually, get to a point where we could maybe even give a trip away. Not saying we're going to do it next year, but we'd like to get to that point.
Who's going to pay for
You
that?
get a trip. You get a trip. Y'all get a trip.
No, who's going to pay for that?
You got to dream. You got to dream big.
It's costing us enough to give away free hats.
Hello, Carrie. Did you send me a message on Facebook? I've got 28 Facebooks, Dime. Sometimes I panic. Hello, Becky. Hello, Bruno. Yeah, Albert. I think red and black, that could be a good color. We're all going to be able to see each other with these things on, though. These are bright. Hello, Chelsea.
And people get so jealous at the resort. They all want one.
Yeah, what is that?
What
What is that hat? What is that hat?
Everybody's going to come up and ask you, what does your hat mean?
Hey,
Do you
can
love
we-
carbs?
hey, can
what
we-
does that mean?
Yeah, can we hang out with you? Yeah.
Are you Mrs. Sandwich?
I guess
Mr.
so.
and Mrs. Sandwich? You get a lot of that. We promised the guy, though, we have to take one for the guy that's in charge of the pool volleyball. Remember? He called me Mrs. Sandwich. That's why. I said, when I come back, I'll bring you a hat.
Yeah.
So we got to give him a hat.
All right, guys. Is everybody in the auditorium? Hello, John. All right.
All right, ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
What?
I was listening to a little bit of the last podcast. It seemed like my mic was really low.
Speak into the top of it,
Well,
Evans.
I do, but I think you're just exceptionally much
It's
louder
the
than
same
me.
level.
I
Do you want me to
still
bump your
loud-
level
no,
up?
Well, I
Because that's when we
don't.
started getting all that static.
Okay, don't do that.
Okay.
Testing 1, 2. I'll just try to talk louder. That's what I'm going to do.
Mike Rochburns, please pick up the red courtesy phone. Mike Rochburns, please pick up the red courtesy phone. Mike Rochburns.
We all heard you.
I said what I said, like Sin says. I said what I said. All right, you ready?
Yep. Welcome to the A Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast. I'm Kellie Rasberry Evans, along with my husband and co-host, Alan Evans.
A trade.
We are so excited to be podcasting to you once again from my husband's soon-to-be office. It was his office, but I took over when we started broadcasting from home for the Kid Craddock Morning Show.
Nationally syndicated.
Well over a year ago.
I mean,
Unbelievable.
What are y'all waiting on? I mean,
Boss
not
man.
It's
He was so,
it's fine. I don't mind that you're in the office. It is getting a little wheels off in here.
It's bad.
There's trash. There's wires. There's
I'll tell you,
holes in the wall.
This was Alan's man cave office. I took it over, and he's been so gracious to let me have it. Did
I have a choice?
Well, you were just gracious about it. You could have bitched and moaned more. So
I could have shown a higher level of assholishness.
Remember, fairly early on into quarantine. Seriously, this is probably over a year ago. My daughter had gotten some sort of essential oils or something, and I opened them on this desk, and they went on the desk, and it ate the finish off of Alan's brand new desk, and you didn't even pitch that much of a fit.
What was I going to do?
I know, but it's so funny because something really big and major that I thought you would have been so ticked off about, you were very understanding. And then some little other thing, like tonight, I was sitting down and Alan was trying to make supper for himself. And I was like, oh, we forgot to feed the dogs. Well, I'll just take care of feeding the dogs. I have to pick up poop, and now I've got it, that kind of thing.
Not how I said it. Oh,
you cussed.
Well, if I can provide a little context and a little color to what exactly happened.
Sure.
I think you asked Emma Kellie to feed the dogs.
She's like,
she refused.
Because she burned her finger.
So she refused.
She burned her finger.
And then after she refused your request, and you seemed to be tied up.
I was very tied up.
She seemed to be tied up for, I don't know why, but she seemed to be tied up.
Burned finger,
which we'll get into because that led to a whole nother discussion. I just said, you know what, guys? I'll take care of it. I pick up the poop. I'll feed the dogs too. I think I said it just like that.
Just like that. Y'all know the truth. So anyway, like I said, it's weird what things do set him off. Not that you were set off. I'm joking. So anyway, it's my last week in this office.
Can I mention something real quick though? Mm-hmm. You mentioned me and things you destroy. So the desk was one.
Yeah, I destroyed it.
That was a big one because
it's an expensive one.
Oh. This is a real solid wood cherry desk from a store.
Is it cherry?
Yes, from a store called Weir's. This is an American-made desk.
It's an Aspen home.
Yes, North Carolina. High craftsmanship.
Aspen, North Carolina.
This thing was, I don't know, what was it, 3 weeks old? And then essential oils were spilled on it.
It's awful.
Yeah, that was one. Another was when you panicked at the gas station, flailing your arms and hit my brand new tent job. And I didn't. Did I fuss then?
No, you were a little upset, but I didn't. Not too much.
Yeah, I didn't. No, I wasn't waving my pin strong.
So the bigger the disaster, the calmer.
And then the third, there's another one.
There's a third.
Yeah, there's another one we've never talked about on the podcast. One time I was working this wasn't too long ago, a couple of months ago. I was working in the garage, and I had all my tools set out, and I have a really expensive socket and ratchet set that was sitting in the middle of the garage. Okay.
Oh.
And Kellie, she was out doing something. I don't know where I was under the truck or somewhere where I couldn't see you. You pull into the empty space where my socket wrench was sitting and the whole set was sitting in the case. and I just hear this crunch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think she just ran over my socket.
I did.
Yeah.
I couldn't see it.
So, and she didn't back up. She just rolled right over it.
Because what am I going to do? If I rolled over it, backed up, I would have rolled over it twice.
That could have been Larry.
Could have been. Could have been. But the sun sets and is blinding as you're pulling into the garage. And I assume I can't see anything. You know how it is. You don't assume something's just lying there in the middle of my parking space.
When you see your husband underneath the
you
truck
weren't
on
underneath
his
the
back,
truck. You weren't underneath the truck.
Where was that?
You were in the other garage. You were
wow.
on the side.
How many garages do you have?
We have a 3-car garage.
Wow.
Used for storage.
Dime.
Well, if you ask the question, I'm going to answer it. If you ask the question, I'm going to answer.
Why are
it.
we even going down this bunny hole? Oh, I was trying to make myself look good by saying you've destroyed 3 really nice things of mine.
You're not succeeding and looking better. You left something where it should not have been. I'm blinded by the sun and can't even see. I can see that he was to the side, so I'm not going to hit my husband. But I can't see this closed little plastic container. And tell them
not a little plastic container.
Tell everybody how damaged everything was inside that box.
Well, they're made of steel.
There was nothing wrong with that.
But you crushed my plastic case.
It didn't matter. Your tools were fine. So he brought up, it was a non-story. Nothing happened.
See how she turns it around, good, strong listener?
I didn't turn around. You were the one telling the stuff how I've destroyed everything. Good to know.
I destroy things.
Good to know.
I destroy a bathroom every once in a while.
That's the truth.
Okay, sorry, babe. So what were you saying? You've had a hell week?
Well, I hadn't gotten to that yet. No.
Oh, sorry.
This is our last week. No, this is
Oh.
our last week for me broadcasting from home. This is our last week in Alan's office we got, 2 podcasts this week, and then we're going to Mexico.
I can't wait.
Unbelievable. It's already here. We've been talking about this. It seems like
I could not wait.
Forever, but it's finally happening. But here's the thing. The week leading up to any type of vacation that involves me on the beach, that is my personal hell week. Now, hell week is that a military term or something where people?
It's the SEALs.
Yes, the Navy. It's just the same. It's the exact same thing.
Oh, just the same, huh?
In perspective, it's the same.
Right.
Because about a week.
Were you G.I. Jane or something?
Yes. Haven't I been? About a week to 10 days before we ever go on vacation, I suddenly remember, I got to be in a bathing suit in front of people. And so that's when I usually start my diet.
Yeah.
Loss and workout program. So I started about, let's see, how many days left to our vacation from today?
Well, less than 7 now.
About 4.
Yeah.
So I started about 4 days ago.
So what are you doing? Just walking?
I've been walking and I've been trying to cut my calories a great deal. There have been times I've wanted alcohol and I said, no, that's too many calories. So I've been doing very well with that. But of course, there's no way I'm going to be, a week out. There's not much you can do.
You're not going to be what?
Bikini ready. Now,
Why?
last year, because I'm not Alan.
Oh, come on.
Alan.
What?
Just stop. Last year, when everything was chaos and, nobody did anything last summer, I bought a red bikini on sale at Target for 70% off. And I hung that string bikini on my vision board. I finally put something on it. And I said, I'm going to wear that bikini on the 4th of July next year when we go on the podcast family vacation. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know right now, I will not be wearing that bikini. That vision boards don't work. You can stick anything up there you want. Mm-hmm. Vision boards don't work.
So it's the vision board.
It's the vision board's fault. So now what I've done, because apparently all the bathing suits are picked over at the store. I've been ordering, I've ordered a dozen one pieces. And I've been just panicking, trying on one-piece bathing suits. And I found some. So I've got a one-piece bathing suit. I'm good on the one-piece bathing suits. But that has been hell in my closet. So now I've got a stack of bathing suits. And by the way, I tried them all on with my panties. I was very hygienic. You're supposed to try on bathing suits with panties, honey. Mm-hmm. They put those little panty liners in them. That's not enough. Because if you're not wearing panties, the panty liner is just dirty for the next person. So I wore my panties. So I've got to take those back to Target. Then I went into my closet and started trying all the cute, what am I going to wear to supper every night? You have to wear something kind of light and breezy and flowy. Well, that was a problem as well. So now I've got a couple of dresses. I'm holding my breath and crossing my fingers. They show up in time. In addition to that, y'all, like I said, Hell Week, I have got to get a mani-pedi. so stupid. These are first world problems. A mani-pedi, a Brazilian wax. I have to do both of those things before I go get spray tanned because I am so white. Then I have to get my fake eyelashes, and I also have to dye my roots.
So that's Hell Week.
This is my week.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad, and I'm crossing my fingers. And also, there's a couple of dresses I cannot wear with a bra because of the way they're made. And my girlfriend told me the best pasties ever. She found them on Amazon, so I ordered them, and they might not make it in time. So I don't know what I'm going to do.
I thought you just got a spray tan.
Honey, they wear off. They only last. They don't even last a whole week.
No.
You have to go like once a week.
I'm used to the lifelong tan.
Yeah, you don't know how lucky you are.
So that's your Hell Week, huh?
Yeah, I got a lot to do.
Well, you've been walking a lot. I will give you that.
I walked 6 miles yesterday.
Kellie has been walking a lot.
I walked 2 miles with the dogs. I don't want to make them walk any more than that. And then I went back out and walked another 4.
I've been working on my fitness. We'll get into that.
You've been doing great.
We'll get into that. I've been working on my fitness.
You have. And Alan, let me just give you a peek behind the kimono. He has tried on his cocky show stealer Speedo for me.
And shout out to Andrew and his wife at Pulling Threads for embroidering the flesh-colored Speedo. It has been received at Evans Manor. It says cocky on the front. It says show stealer on the back.
It's excellent. It's great quality.
Great
Highly
quality.
recommend them for
High
all your
quality.
embroidery.
Yes.
What is it again?
Pulling Threads.
Pulling like with an E, like we have a sandwich and some Lovin.
Pullin, because their last name's Pullen.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Great job.
But here's the deal. I tried it on. Now, I didn't have panties on. I just tried
That's yours.
because it's
You're not
mine.
sending
Yeah.
it back.
I just tried it on.
Yeah.
Now, I'm used to wearing a Speedo. I wear Speedos every summer. Like the Speedo brand. And they just fit like a Olympic swimmer Speedo. It's no big deal. It's not really no big deal. Like men wore Speedos in the 50s. No big deal. Now I tried this sumbitch on. This thing that I got off Etsy. This thing is like, they're like panties.
Yeah.
I mean, it is tiny.
And Alan looked at me and said, you know, I don't have to wear this. I said, oh, yes, you do. Because you have promised on this podcast, people are expecting it and going to a lot. Those
I don't know.
The pull-ins went to all that trouble embroidering it.
Uh-huh.
I told him, I don't care if you put it on and put another bathing suit on top of it. When your dream, everybody remembers, we can all go back to find it on which podcast and we can mark it and remind Alan what he said. I want on my birthday to stand up in the pool on the side. I want everybody to sing. For he's a jolly good fellow.
Yeah, I do want that.
While I'm standing there in my cocky show stealer Speedo.
I don't know that I said that part.
Go back and find it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I think I'm right. And I said, you take off your big bathing suit, get through the song, and you can put your big bathing suit back on.
Well,
but you promised.
Well, here's the deal.
And I don't know why you did that to yourself.
The internet,
you didn't lose a bet or
the
anything.
internet is forever.
That's true.
So you think I'm going to be standing there and nobody's going to be running a video of this? Babe.
You set it up. I had nothing to do with
Babe, you saw it. I mean, you can see like
everything.
I don't know that I'm going to do that. I may renege on this bet that I didn't lose.
Everybody's gone to so much trouble and gotten their hopes up for this.
Okay. I may do it, but it'll have to be real late in the day when everyone is so blitzed.
What if everybody promises not to video it?
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure that'll happen.
Well, we'll see what happens. But he's, Alan's been doing the program. He started working with my friend Kristen, back in April. And he's been so faithful and so good. He's going to rock it. And me, I said, Kristen, I love you, but I didn't feel like doing it.
Isn't Kristen going to be there?
Yeah, she's coming. She's going to hang out. She has a place in Mexico, so she's going to be in the area. So she's going to come see us, hopefully, at the resort and take a look at her prized pupil, Alan. And she loves me anyway. I'm just a really bad student.
Well, why don't you do a little bit of that?
Okay.
And then I want to talk about a little bit of this, which is something else that I've been doing to prep for prep for the trip.
All right. Well, listen. What is HelloFresh?
HelloFresh.
With HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-measured ingredients, mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door. So you skip trips to the grocery store, and you can count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it is America's #1 meal kit. We're all looking for ways to make our lives easier, and HelloFresh not only offers convenient, contact-free delivery right to your doorstep, they make it easy to create home-cooked meals with your family. The recipes are super easy to follow, which I appreciate. Quick to make, which I really appreciate. You can get dinner on the table in about 30 minutes or less. But if you want it even faster than that, HelloFresh offers quick and easy meals, 15 to 20-minute dinners, breakfast on the go, 10-minute lunches in HelloFresh Market. HelloFresh offers 50 menu and market items each week, including ready-to-eat salads, sandwiches, soups, as well as over 27 recipes with a range of flavors and cuisines. You never get bored. There's always something new to try. And there's something for everybody. Weekly, low-calorie, carb-smart, vegetarian, pescatarian, family-friendly, you name it. Everything is fresh and pre-portioned, so there's no waste. I really appreciate that. And if you're looking to save money, HelloFresh is 28% cheaper than shopping at your local grocery store, plus no more checkout lines. But if you're going on vacation like we are, we're going to be in Mexico, or if you want to change your delivery date or your food preferences, like right now, I've ordered low calorie, right? Because I'm like, this is my week, man. I'm really buckling down. After Mexico, I might be like, hey, I don't really care if it's low calorie anymore. Give me some, good home cooked meals. It's easy to change with the HelloFresh app. You can also snooze when you go out of town like we are. Alan and I are so excited to get our first box. Alan hates going to the grocery store with me, but we love being in the kitchen together, right, baby? And we're looking forward to it. And listen, if Green Chef, remember we used to talk about Green Chef? It's now owned by HelloFresh with a wide array of meal plans to choose from, even wider. There's something for everybody. I love switching between the brands, and now our listeners can enjoy both brands at a discount with us.
Yeah, you can. All you have to do is go to HelloFresh.com/sandwich14 and use code sandwich14 for up to 14 free meals.
Wow.
Plus free shipping.
Wow.
Yes. Just go to HelloFresh.com/sandwich14 and use code sandwich14 for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping.
Remember, HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit. You can't go wrong with #1.
HelloFresh.
Yes. I'm excited.
So you mentioned a lot of things you're doing appearance-wise. No, not appearance-wise. Just
it's all appearance-wise.
Okay, appearance-wise.
It's all vanity-driven.
Vanity-driven appearance-wise.
Let me tell you,
get ready for our trip.
One of the smartest things I think a woman can do, some people do not care. They're like, I don't care what I look like. I'm on the beach. When I first started going to Mexico, I'd pack all my makeup, and you don't really wear it because you're sweating and stuff like that, and mascara smears. But if I don't have mascara on, I'm completely washed out. My eyelashes are very fair. I'm a natural redhead, fair skinned. But I went and got extensions on my eyelashes. And ladies, you don't have, people are like, I don't want to do eyelash extensions because it'll ruin your natural eyelashes. Well, if you do them continuously, that will be the case. But you can go and get just a full set before you go on vacation, right? And just when they fall out, they fall out. And you could just do it before you go on vacation. You don't have to do the 365 days a year upkeep. I just happen to love fake lashes because even if I do nothing else, it looks like I have a little bit of something on. It just makes you look awake and more, I don't know. I like it. I love it. And I have a great girl I love. I stopped doing them for a while.
Ad?
Huh. No, I pay her. I don't do any trade or anything, but if anybody wants a reference, I'll tell you. But I love her. And I gave it a rest for a while. I was like, I just want to give my natural eyelashes a break. And I was doing the serums and the mascara. I'm like, this is a beating. I'd rather go get the fake lashes again. So that's a great tip if you're going to travel. And also eyelash tinting. If you don't want to do the extensions they glue on, you can get your eyelashes dyed. I've done that before. And that'll last through your vacation. So now that's all I have to say about getting pretty for vacation.
Pretty. Yes.
Well, pretty enough.
Speaking of, I went to a place today, just today, called Pretty Kitty.
Yes, that's where I'm going Wednesday.
So I look on my calendar today and I see I have an appointment at 1 p.m. at this place called Pretty Kitty. I'm like, what the piss is this?
Why would you say what the piss?
I knew a guy who used to always say what
Really?
the piss. Yeah, he used to say
I've never heard you say that.
What the piss? Oh, he would say what the piss all the time. Anyway, I said, what the piss? Why is this? Why is this on there? And you had heard me bemoaning about me having to shave my shoulders and some of my back. Now, I'm not like Sasquatch.
No, but
I do have
you're
some.
a man and you have hair in places.
Yeah.
I'm a woman and I have hair in places, but I get waxed off.
Yes. So to get ready for the trip, I want to be looking right. I'm going to be meeting a lot of people for the first time. I don't want them
in a speedo.
In a speedo, in a flesh-colored speedo that's about the size of a women's small panty. Let's be real. And I don't want them looking at me like, golly, this guy's Sasquatch. So I went to this place called Pretty Kitty today, and I got waxed. No, I just waxed my back. I didn't whack everything. In fact, I was talking to my esthetician. Okay. I was talking to my esthetician, Laura, and I don't think Laura knew what to make of me because Laura was new to the area, which means she's probably not a member of Kid Nation, and she's probably not a member of a Sandwiches and Lovin' Nation.
Well, you know what? When I'm going to get a Brazilian, I prefer they not know me.
Mm-hmm.
I really prefer that.
Well, I was trying to explain to her about the podcast.
Oh, great. So you want her to know that your wife's coming in on Wednesday. Did you say something about that?
No. Well, no, I mentioned you by name, but I just said I do a podcast with my wife. Her name's Kellie. Oh. And I said, the reason I'm here is because I don't want to be like Sasquatch in Mexico. And she was great. She did my back. I have hairy earlobes. Yeah, so she did my earlobes. And I told her, I said, I'm going to have to wear this Speedo. Now, I don't know if we should take care of this today.
Oh, not every technician does that.
Or if I should just take care of that myself. And she goes, well, it's cool. Like, I've done that before. But,
okay, well, if she's done it, because not everyone will do that.
Oh, she was totally cool.
I knew a man that did that once, and he ended up having, I don't mean to be gross or anything, but he had the flesh ripped off his balls.
Whoa.
That's what happened. That's painful. That's painful.
Mm.
It's very tender tissue there.
The flesh ripped off his balls?
Mm-hmm.
How?
He bled. Well, they pulled the wax off, some of the skin came off.
When she was pulling that stuff off my back,
it feels like you're getting your skin. It felt like
the skin was, but I didn't want to be a weenie and say, because I've had tattoos done. I figured, well, if I can make it through that, I can make it through this.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was a great experience. They did a great job at Pretty Kitty, and I told her, I said, my wife's doing a lot of things to get ready for the trip. I am too, I said, we're going to go get mani-pedis on Wednesday. And I said, I don't know why more guys don't do more things that I guess that women do as far as self-care.
Well, more and more men are. It's just not, there are more now than there were 10, 15, 20 years ago.
But I told her, I'd like to consider myself a manly dude.
You're very metro.
Well, I don't even. Why are you putting me in a box? What does that mean?
Saying,
why are you putting me in a box? What does that
metro,
mean? Why are you labeling me?
You take grooming seriously.
Oh, well, I was about to say. I'll go shoot a hog, but then I'll also go get a petty.
Okay. Well, why are you trying to start a fight with me?
I'm not.
I'm agreeing with you.
I'll go drive a muscle car and burn out, and then I'll get my ears waxed.
Are you trying to validate yourself? I don't understand what's happening here. I'm the one that made your appointment.
I don't even know what point I'm trying to make.
I don't either.
I was talking to her and I said, more guys should do this. More guys should get mani-pedis because it's freaking awesome. More guys should not have like Sasquatch like ears.
True.
And get their ears done. True. It's not that big a deal.
It's not.
They
can even wax the inside of your nose. If because certain things happen when you get older, and especially with men, they start growing hair in their ears and out their nostrils. They just stick that warm wax up there, yank, and it's done, and it's cleaner, and it's just so gross. And I don't know, do men just, did their vision go and they don't see that that's happening, and their wives don't care and they're not looking at it anymore?
Yeah, a lot of dudes, they just don't care.
I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to be groomed.
So anyway, we're both doing lots of grooming, I guess is the point.
Oh, and another thing I'm doing this week, I'm giving blood.
Whoa.
I'm giving blood on top of everything else.
You giving blood?
Yeah, I'm giving blood tomorrow. I keep getting hit up.
Well, now don't I feel like the a-hole?
Well, I usually, not usually, I started going on Kid Craddock's birthday, August 22nd. They do a blood drive in his honor. And I'm like, of course, I'll go give blood. And whenever Alan and I have done it, we hear from so many people who are like, my life was saved. My daughter's life was saved. My husband's life was saved thanks to a blood donor. And I'm like, wow, I don't really ever think about it. And I'm a big wuss when it comes to needles, but I've got the trick down with giving blood. I drink about I try to make it kind of early, and I drink at least like 2 liters of water. So I'm super, super hydrated. And when they give me that ball, I squeeze like there's no tomorrow. It's like I'm just an Olympic ball squeezer.
You squeeze that ball.
And it comes out really fast, and I'm done. You
got to change your voice too.
Anyway,
I'm an Olympic ball squeezer.
The last time I went, they were like, wow, that was fast. I'm like, thank you. So I'm going to try to beat my time. I don't remember what my time was last time. Big Al gave, he was doing a blood drive, I think for sickle cell anemia. They were trying to, because everybody's suffering that needs blood donations. And so he went and did that. And he told me his time, but I forgot it. But I'm going to get his time and try to beat him, because they said he was fast too. But I'm doing that this week too, on top of everything else.
So we got mani-pedis on Wednesday. Oh, I'm getting my melon mode tomorrow. Yeah, I got to get my melon mode.
What? All this for Mexico.
Yeah, right? We're trying. We want to look
So
nice. We don't want to be hairy.
Hope y'all are excited too. My girlfriend. There's if you're going with us, or if you want to see anything about the Valentin Imperial where we go, there's a fans of Valentin Imperial. Yeah. Fans of Valentin Imperial Facebook page where you can go on. And my friend wrote me today, and she said, I was on there because everybody gets tips and everybody talks about it. And she said, I heard there is hardly any shade at this resort. And she goes, I wonder if I should bring this. And she sent me a picture of a tent.
Oh, gosh.
And I said,
a tent.
I showed Alan. I said, oh,
and this isn't like a little pup tent. No. This is like a big freaking 6-person tent.
It's got like a shade, and then the mat rolls out, and it's meant for being on the beach.
Where's she going to pitch a tent?
I told her, I said, honey, I have been to Mexico how many times, and I never get burned. And I mean, I'm whiter than anybody going on this trip. I just keep the sunscreen on and I'm good. So I think I talked her out of packing a tent.
I don't know.
Wasn't that the funniest thing?
Yeah.
I said, I've never seen anybody pitch a tent there. So I don't know.
I pitched a tent there.
Alan. Oh. But there's palapas and umbrellas. I said, you'll be fine.
She'll be fine. You can post up at the swim up bar all day. It's covered.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I'm going to be until I fall off a stool into the water.
Yeah.
Remember I lost my Ray-Bans last time we were there? Oh, no, that was the first trip.
Yeah, I don't ever.
This year, I'm bringing the cheap gas station because you will lose your sunglasses in that pool and you will not find them.
Yeah.
They just get sucked into the drain or something.
I don't know. Or somebody grabs them. Free glasses.
Yeah.
Something like
that.
Those
are Ray-Bans.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We have a lot of stories to tell, and I can't wait to share them all with you. And we don't want to rub your nose in it if you can't go with us.
Oh, we'll rub noses.
We're hopefully going to make you feel like you're part of it with us and get you all excited to maybe pinch your pennies and do what you have to do to go with us in 2022, because we will be going again. And also, we're going to be podcasting next week. Normally, we do 2 podcasts a week, but during our family vacation, our podcast family vacation in Mexico, we're going to give you 1 supersized jumbo podcast. So if you're used to the 2 podcasts a week schedule, just get ready for that, because it's going to be a hot mess no matter what we're doing when we stop down to do our podcast. We're trained
professionals.
We've talked in the past about Alan's sleep apnea and his snoring.
Whoa.
And it was so bad the other night because he has a mouth appliance he wears. And when he wears it, no problem. I can sleep. He can sleep. He gets restful sleep. But the other night he fell asleep without putting it in. And I nudged him a few times and I was like, I can't stand it.
Did you kick me?
I kept pushing you and nudging you. I don't kick you because I don't want to hurt you. And I kept telling you, go get your mouth appliance. So anyway.
Wait, is that what I sounded like?
Yeah. Like you talk, but it's like.
That's because I'm asleep.
So I just get up and I go upstairs and go to the guest room. Now, let me tell you, Alan, and this is the mattress in our guest room. It's the queen size we used to sleep on. It was our marital bed, and now it's in the guest room. Boy, if that mattress could talk, right?
It's
Wink.
It's an inferior product.
Well, no, I always thought that it was a perfectly good mattress.
Oh,
I always thought it was perfectly good.
not compared to what I have now.
Exactly. I said, it's a great mattress, but we want something bigger. We want a king size. And so I started doing research, and online I found Helix mattresses.
Helix, right? Yes.
I know that I love my Helix mattress. I love the king size. We can spread out. I toss and turn, not that I toss and turn. We kind of flip over. I don't even tell when Alan gets into bed after me. That thing doesn't move. It's because we want that firm mattress. But I didn't realize how inferior our other mattress was.
That's what I just said.
Until I slept in the Helix mattress.
Yes.
I just thought I would wait. If I slept in too long and I'd wake up with a lower backache, I just thought that was because I've been laying in bed too long. I don't have that anymore with Helix because Helix gives us the support. And this is an online mattress company. I never believed in that. I thought, no, I've got to go to the mattress store. I got to bounce up and down. I got to lay down on it. Alan took the Helix sleep quiz. It just took you what, like a minute or two?
Yeah,
it was nothing.
Just asked you height, weight, how you like to sleep. What your preferences are. It was really easy. And
we were matched with the Dusk Luxe. Okay.
Dusk Luxe.
You might be matched with something else, but that's what we were matched with.
Is it Luxe or Luxe?
Well, it might be Luxe. It didn't have a little accent on it, so I say Luxe.
I tell you what, it's comfortable, so I call it Luxe.
It came when it was delivered to our doorstep. I was like, there is no way there's a king size mattress in that box. But we took it to the bedroom, we opened it up, and boom, that thing practically exploded out of that box. It was so fun. I mean, we had to laugh. And when we slept on that mattress for the first night, we were like,
both of us said, this is the best mattress.
This is the best mattress.
Yeah.
From an online company. Helix is awesome. But if you don't take our word for it, I mean, we will sing the praises for it all day long. Helix was awarded the #1 best overall mattress pick of 2020 by GQ and Wired magazine. That's how I found them when I was searching online. And listen, they have a 10-year warranty. You get to try it out for 100 nights risk-free. And they'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it. But you will. So we've got a really special offer for our listeners.
You can't lose on this.
You can't lose. And you're going to get the best sleep of your life.
So Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/sandwich. That's helixsleep.com/sandwich for up to $200 off and 2 free pillows.
That's right. That's a good deal right there.
We love good deals and we love Helix.
Yeah. And Alan's not going to sleep without his mouth appliance again because I want to stay in my Helix bed. I don't want to go to the guest room.
I put it in before I fell asleep last night.
Thank you. You did. You remembered. Thank you.
You got anything else?
Well, I just want to say.
No, I've got something.
Well, then why'd you ask me?
Just to make you mad.
It sounded like you were wrapping up.
Just to make you mad. No, I've got something else.
Okay, well, I'm just going to tell them what I was saying.
Okay,
I was
getting
ready.
No,
my daughter is 14, y'all. And anytime I have a moment with a 14-year-old girl, as a mom of a teenager, you have to share it. I don't know what happened today, and I didn't draw attention to it. I just went with it. I loved it so much. It made me so happy. I wanted to cry. My daughter came up to me in the kitchen. I was standing there. I just finished doing something. Maybe I fed her. I think I fed her soup or something. She came up. She put her head kind of halfway on my shoulder and on my chest. And I put my head on top of her head. And I put my arms around her. She put her arms around my waist. I stood in the middle of the kitchen with my 14-year-old daughter, and we just held each other. I kind of swayed back and forth with her. I just talked softly to her. I gave her a kiss on the head, and I told her how much I loved her. Y'all, it was like the Holy Spirit came into to Evan's Manor tonight. I was so overwhelmed by that. Do you know how hard it is to get your 14-year-old to even let you touch them, Alan? I will reach over in the car.
You're asking me?
I'll reach over in the car sometimes and I will just put my hand on her shoulder and she will lunge away from me and like almost slam into the window in the car. She came up to me and put her head on me and let me hold her, Alan. I think what got into her, she was going through some of my old scrapbooks. I don't know why. She's been really asking me a lot of questions about her dad and me. And then she was asking me about some of my old boyfriends and stuff. And she's been going through some of my old scrapbooks. And I don't know, maybe I think now she's kind of realizing that I had a whole life before her. And I think she kind of thought I was kind of cool. Because she was saying, I don't have any fun things to put in a scrapbook. I said, yes, you do. Go out and create fun things and start a scrapbook. I'll go help you buy one and you can start. I said, put pictures in there. Everything's on our phones. We'll get pictures printed. Mm-hmm. But I think that might have something to do with it. I think because she's telling me, I used to do some pretty cool stuff when I was younger. Mm-hmm. And we've just been connecting. I just wanted to share that. I don't want to rub it in the faces of other moms of teenagers because I know y'all know how rare this is.
Or dads of teenagers who never hear from their daughter?
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful moment.
That's great. I'm happy for you.
Alan, sorry.
No, that's great.
It was beautiful.
That's wonderful.
Do you want me to not share stories like that?
No, I think that's great.
Because you know how grumpy she can be as a 14-year-old.
Oh, for sure. I mean, lots of teenagers are like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, to that point, we were all in the living room this evening, and apparently you guys were doing a project together.
Emma Kellie sees things on TikTok that she wants to do at home. Mm-hmm. And there's some girl on TikTok that had a books to read jar, BTR jar, mm-hmm. books to read. And Emma Kellie is obsessed with reading. She can't stop buying books, but she finally realized I need to stop buying books and read what I have. And this girl got a jar and she got all this paper and she decorated it and put stickers on it. And then she wrote the names, like we do with the restaurant jar. I've talked about this for a date night idea. You write down all the names of restaurants you want to try. You put them in a jar, pull one out, and that's where you have to go. She's doing that with books. She writes down the titles of all the books. She's up there right now putting the books on a slip of paper and putting them in the jar to pull one out. So she wanted to go recreate that jar. And that's what we did tonight. Okay,
so you were doing a project.
Well, I was telling what it was.
Yeah, and apparently the glue gun was being used. Yeah. And I think you said she touched the glue gun?
She touched the glue.
Okay, touched the glue. And burned her hand.
Yeah, she picked it up too quick and it was still hot and it burned her finger.
Right. So I was like, oh, wow. Did y'all put cold water on it? You said, yeah, we did cold water. And you said, and we did Advil.
I gave her some ibuprofen and I gave her an ice compress.
Yeah. And then she said, well, and it still hurts. And I said, well, I mean, the only thing left to do is to do the good old thumb transplant. So in there, it was like silence, like dead silence.
Yeah.
You didn't laugh. She didn't laugh. Y'all, I don't even think looked back at me. I think you just kept looking at the TV screen.
Well, we were watching Gilmore Girls.
Right. At which point I said, that was a dad joke, guys.
I didn't even think it was a joke, really.
Yeah.
I thought it was just more like a statement, like you were just participating in the conversation.
So what I thought I would do is I got this book for Father's Day from my boys. It's called A Daily Dose of Dad Jokes. I thought I would just read a sampling of some of the dad jokes in here. Since my dad joke didn't go over so well, maybe you'll think.
It wasn't a great one.
Yeah. No. Maybe you'll think the thumb transplant wasn't a good one. That's what every dad says whenever you hurt something. You hurt something. Like, oh, guess we're going to have to cut it off and put a new one on. That's a dad thing.
I don't think Rasberry ever said that. I'm not.
What did he say?
I don't know. I just don't recall him.
You don't ever recall him saying anything like that?
Not like that. No.
Okay. Okay. So here's from my dad joke book, page 116.
Okay.
How many apples grow on a tree? All of them.
Oh, I about ruined it.
What did the modest stoplight say to the car? Don't look, I'm changing.
Okay.
What is Forrest Gump's computer password?
I don't know.
One Forrest, one.
Oof.
You don't get that?
Oof, I get it.
Why don't you ever want to run in front of a car? You'll get tired.
Yeah.
What?
That's punny.
Why don't you ever want to run behind a car? You'll get exhausted. And it goes on and on and on. How about
how many?
219 pages of dad jokes.
What's the very last joke in the book? Just take a stab at it.
The very last joke in the book.
One, because somebody had to put these in numerical order.
What did the director say? What did the director say at the end of her film about heroes? Gyros, heroes.
Oh, like a Greek sandwich?
Yeah.
What did the director say at the end of her film about gyros?
Yes.
I don't know.
That's a wrap, people.
There you go.
There you go. Page 219.
Well, there are 365 jokes.
Yes.
There's one a day.
One a day. And I just gave you 6 of a daily dose of dad jokes. Fun for the entire family. And you're probably laughing as much as Emma, Kellie, and Kellie were laughing when I said she needed a thumb transplant.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
some of them are cute.
They're punny.
Well, you and the boys, you read them. How did the boys gave you that book?
Yeah. Oh, they think
it's
they
hilarious.
either think it's funny or they're like, I don't understand. I don't get it.
Yeah.
That's their bit.
Well, I know you alluded to the fact that, we've been open about how we've had some issues with our oldest teenage daughter,
Mhm.
but I watched you with the boys this weekend, and I think you got a good dose of how much you mean to them and what a great father you are. And no matter what Dylan wanted to do, our youngest 8, no matter what he wanted to do, Alan stopped what he was doing and he would do that thing with Dylan. And Cole got braces put on this weekend and he was just so miserable. And no matter what Cole wanted, he wanted a milkshake. His dad would make him a milkshake. He wanted mushy hamburger helper. Alan just made sure everything his boys wanted to do, thought about doing, you did it. And you were just an exemplary dad this weekend in my eyes.
Well, I appreciate that, but I'd do that for anybody. I do that for all the kids,
I know.
I wouldn't just do that for the boys.
I know, but I just want you to know that you are a great dad.
Well, I appreciate that, babe. Appreciate that very
creating
much.
memories that they will remember.
Yeah, we had a good time. We went
awesome.
We went fishing again. Dylan he's got the fishing bug, so he knew of a little pond in Allen, which isn't too far from here. And he swore to me, he goes, Daddy, I'm telling you, there's lots of fish in this pond. I'm telling you, take me because we'll catch some. I said, are you sure? We just got back from a camping trip. He goes, no, I'm telling you.
He's obsessed.
Yeah. And I said, okay. So we went over there in the middle of the day yesterday and it was hot as the blazes. And I told him, I said, buddy, I don't know about this. It's the middle of the day. I don't think we're going to catch much. He goes, Daddy, I'm telling you, just trust me. He said that. He said, trust me.
8-year-old.
And I said, okay. And I was baiting most of his hooks and taking the fish out, but he, no exaggeration, caught probably 20 fish. Most of them were small.
Yeah, but still
he's having the greatest time just pulling them up. And we took lots of photos and he and I caught our first double. Like we're both fishing and we both caught a fish at the same time.
I'm telling you, he's never going to forget this stuff.
You
remember, everybody listening, your good solid memories. That's about, the right age, right? You can remember 2nd, 3rd grade pretty vividly. He's going to remember all of this. And they came home and you were redoing all your bait hooks and stuff and your tackle. He was just right there with you. And the boys had to go back to their moms today and we get them in another couple weeks. And they're already planning about going fishing when you come back.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think they both just had a wonderful time with you.
Yeah. We get them a lot. The reason we were able to do so much, I guess, I don't know if we mentioned it, and we went on the RV trip and over Father's Day weekend, the baseball game, and did all that stuff, was because we have them a lot during the summer.
Yeah, we had like 2-week stints,
it's the way the schedule works out.
And I love that. And also I love the timing that, because it's hard after you have them here every day for 2 weeks, you get really used to that. And now the house is going to be kind of quiet. But we've got our friend Carolyn coming in Wednesday.
Yeah.
She's so fun. And I don't know if we can talk her into doing the podcast with us. Maybe we can, but she's hilarious, and she's going to house sit for us and dog sit for us. So everybody listening, even though we're in Mexico, Carolyn's here and she's locked and loaded. All right. So everybody keep that in mind, but she's going to be here and we're going to go to Mexico and have a great time. And it's a great diversion because it's hard, you know. It's hard when we're apart from our kids. And well, it's hard when we're apart from our kids. We wish you could have them. Yeah. We wish you could have them 365 days a year, but it just doesn't work out that way. So
yeah. Well, Carolyn will do a good job house sitting. Carolyn gets me.
Yes, she does, y'all.
Carolyn gets me.
She does.
Because she issued one of the greatest quotes of all time. May I issue it again on the podcast?
Maybe you can get Carolyn to issue it herself on the next one if you can talk her into it.
You think she would?
I don't know. She's pretty shy when it comes.
Yeah.
She's just hilarious. I mean, she's one of the funniest people I've ever met, and yet she's also very shy. So I don't know if we can get her to come on. If you can't get her to come on, you can tell it on the next podcast.
Okay, that's a deal.
Because she'll refresh your memory.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a little pre-drinking before Mexico on the next podcast.
Well, she was just basically
really get her going.
She's basically just telling all y'all to chill out. All y'all getting all spun up about no engagement ring or whatever. That was you.
What?
Yes. Remember you were getting
about?
all spun up about, you had this condensed schedule and you could only get married in certain times of the year. Yeah. And you were doing this face where you get all spun up.
Let me tell you.
Yeah. And
Let me tell you, everybody.
Yes.
Okay. My first marriage, I wanted to get married in September. I just wanted to get married in September. It was my favorite month. And I wanted to get married on the 13th because that was my favorite number. So I got married on September 13th. But that meant I could not go on my honeymoon until Christmas vacation. And I hated that because when I went on my honeymoon in December, I was just going on vacation. That wasn't my honeymoon, right? It was supposed to be a delayed honeymoon, but it didn't feel like a honeymoon. So I told Alan, I said, I want to get married. This is the last time I'm getting married.
You can't see, but she's pumping her fist right now.
I'm telling you, I said, I want to get married and I want to go have my wedding night in the hotel and go straight to the airport the next day and go on my honeymoon. That's what I want to do. I don't want to do a delayed honeymoon again. And in order to do that, I have to get married when it's my vacation. I have to get married either July or Christmas. That is what I was saying. And you waited until almost Valentine's Day to propose, which only gave me 5 months to prepare a wedding. Y'all tell me it's me. So I was getting all worked up.
So Carolyn, hearing all this buffoonery that you just heard, said, Kellie, Alan's going to do what Alan's going to do. He's going to strum on his guitar. He's going to sip on his sour. And he's going to tell y'all to get the hell on out of here.
I don't think she was saying that directly to me. That wasn't just to me, because I'm not y'all. That implies plural. I think you're mixing up two different things.
Oh, okay.
But what woman doesn't have my back on that? Right? Because I knew he was going to propose. It's just like, I'm not.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes.
Huh.
Your lease was coming up on your apartment. The timing worked out perfectly. And
the timing did work out pretty well.
We talked about it. It's like, I know we knew we were getting engaged. But it's like, I'm not booking a thing. I'm not trying on a dress. I'm not doing anything until I got that ring on my hand. I mean, I'm not doing it. And then because it was a July wedding, everything was booked. So Mr. Make me plan a wedding in 5 months. It all worked out.
Why are you getting worked up over something that, first of all, happened 4.5 years ago?
Because you brought it up.
And then second of all, we're married now, so it doesn't even matter.
And guess what? Our 4-year wedding anniversary is this week.
Yeah. I just thought about that 2 days ago and I panicked. Somebody asked me, oh, it was Laura at Pretty Kitty. She said, how long have you been married? And I was like, 4 years. Yeah.
Thursday, July 1st is our 4-year anniversary.
I panicked.
And
what are we going to do?
Well, traditional, I looked it up. The traditional gift for 4 years is fruit and flowers.
Okay. I can do both of those.
You don't really want fruit.
So wait a second. I haven't made a resi anywhere.
That's the thing. I was going to talk to you about it. I mean, we can talk about it now. Do you really? I mean, we're getting ready to go on this big trip. I mean, let's go to dinner, right?
Why are you trying to jip me out of anniversary dinner?
Let's go to dinner. But I'm like, we don't really need to get each other a present, do we?
Well, I guess not.
Takes a lot of the pressure off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go.
Now, are you gonna? Okay, now you know how this works. We're gonna each think the other one's gonna sneak around and get each other a gift, and we're both gonna get a gift.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't. I'm kind of a last minute shopper, so.
All right. Well, I guess I'm getting you something. I just don't know what to get you.
Don't get me anything.
I got him a.
No, seriously. Don't get me
him
anything.
Well, I should have.
I just want a damn car. Don't get me anything. Seriously, don't get me anything. I don't want anything. I have everything. Dime. No, I have a lot of stuff. I have shoes. I have clothes. I have everything. What else do I need? I don't need anything else.
I know, but I better think of something because you're going to show up with something for me and I'll feel bad.
Well, I show up something for you, but I mean.
If you show up with something for me and I don't show up with something for you, you're going to tell me your feelings won't be hurt.
No, honestly, I don't think they would. I'd be okay. I mean.
I'd be okay too.
Okay, we'll talk. This is whipping the listener. We'll talk about this later. I don't know.
Talk about
what day is it? Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay. 4 years, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get you a fruit basket.
I don't want that.
How about a fruit cake?
Oh, I don't want that.
All right, babe. You got anything else?
No, I'm done.
Okay. That's all I got too. Well, thanks for sharing all your wonderful stories about getting ready for the trip and your wonderful hug you got in the library. I didn't mean to, I wasn't. I hope I didn't come across as didn't think that was a big deal because it's a very big deal. Then
when you reacted the way you did, I felt bad. I was like, maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
No, I wasn't trying to make you feel bad. It's just
I know you weren't, but then I felt bad.
This memory popped up on my Facebook today, and I shared it. Kelly said, "Why'd you share that?" And I said, "Because every year it pops up on my."
But it's painful.
It pops up on my Facebook, and it must have been around Father's Day weekend because this is the end of June, right? And this was before Kelly and I met. It was in 2015, and I remember I would have the kids for 2 weeks, but I was on my own, so I would take them to my mom and dad's in the morning. I'd go to work. I'd come home from work and go straight to my mom and dad's, pick them up, and then we'd go home. And that was kind of the routine for some of the days. And then I'd try to take vacation for a week or a week and a half so I could spend time with them. And it must have been during that time where I was on vacation because my daughter wrote me a letter. And you can go on my Facebook and see it. But it said, "Dear Daddy, we had so much fun today. I remember I got her a video game and we got donuts and we went swimming and she drew all these little silly pictures, and I was just like, that was only 6 years ago, It's just,
I know. It's
just hard.
I know. I'm sorry.
No. It's not your fault.
I just don't want you to.
It's not your fault. It's just, it's just strange. It's just hard to understand.
Yeah. We don't understand.
But I'm not trying to sign off like being all beat down. But
well, I'm sorry too, but it's, Father's Day weekend is hard.
I just don't understand.
I don't either. I'm sorry, honey.
No. It's not your fault. I love hearing your stories, and having teenagers it's very tough.
Yeah,
it's very tough, and the girls are just different from boys. They're just a lot different. That's Captain Obvious, but man, they're so much different. True. So much different. Even Cole, I know he's a teenager now, and I can tell he's doing more teenager stuff. I notice. He's not as cuddly as he used to be a little bit. He's always been cuddly. He's still kind of cuddly, but I can tell, like, Emma Kellie had a friend over, and one of her friends spent the night, and anytime I'd kind of talk to Cole or get near Cole, he was just real cool. Yeah. Way too cool. Yeah. Like he was just being cool. Being silly because Emma Kellie's friend was there. I can tell.
You think he has a crush on him?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay, we'll keep that hush.
I don't know anything about that. But I just, teenagers are they're funny.
They are funny. And then they're not. They're funny until they're not funny.
Yeah, for sure. All right,
y'all. Well, sorry, we don't mean to bring y'all down. It's just like this is a tough time of year for Al.
No, I wasn't trying to bring you down.
And that's why I asked you. I was like, why did you post that memory? Because it hurts. And he's like, just I don't know.
I just see it every year, and I just think And if you go back and look at
Facebook sucks that way sometimes, you know, because it does pop up stuff. Some of it's like really cool. And then some of it's like, I don't want to remember that. How do you delete those from popping up?
I think you can stop them. But if you go back and look at I went back and looked at my comments on every one of them, you know, like I shared it the first year and it's like, oh, this was such a great memory. And then a couple of years later, it's like, oh, you know, my daughter, she's getting a lot more independent. And then the last 2 years, I haven't even heard from her, you know? Yeah. So it's hard. I just see those things. And it's like, I just don't get it.
I don't either.
I don't get it. All right, babe. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you too.
I love our listeners desperately.
Love y'all.
We're getting ready to go to Mexico. I love you all.
Have a great time.
Going to Mexico. We're going to have a wonderful time. We're going to have such a wonderful time. We'll podcast from Mexico. We're going to podcast one more time, right? Before we go?
Yeah, one more time from Alan's office. He's about to have his office redeemed, and then we'll be under a palapa in Mexico.
All right, babe. So we will podcast again real soon. In the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich. Bye. All right.
I took a turn. Sorry, baby. You all right?
Yeah. Well, better than I used to be.
That's true. That is true.
Used to be really bad. Pretty kitty. I don't know what that means. What does that? Why do they call it that?
Are you joking? He's joking. My girlfriend, when Pretty Kitty first opened in Dallas, she thought it was a luxury cat boutique. And she went in and was wanting, she said, do you have like a crystal, and she wanted to get like a crystal encrusted cat collar. And the woman said, ma'am, we are not a luxury cat boutique. We are a waxing place. And you also are not allowed to take your children in with you to wait in the lobby. FYI.
How come?
They don't allow children. At least they didn't used to.
I don't think they would have minded today. There was nobody there. 2 big chairs and a couch.
Well, they just opened this new location and people don't even know it's there. I just found out because I drove by.
Hold on, peeps. You will be able to see me. I will not be able to see you. So I will try not to pick my nose. Let's see. Did he say hello, hand? Did he say hello, hand? Or did he say hello, hand? How did he say it?
Are you talking to me? Oh.
Talking to myself. It's one of the first signs of insanity. Talking to yourself and letting your personal appearance go. Stop talking. Oh, there you guys are. Whoa. An adult shop? Liz, what are you talking about? An adult shop? What kind of adult shop? What does that mean? What is adult shop? Like with adult novelties and things like that? A sandwich and a kitty? A sandwich and a pretty kitty? A sandwich and some fleshless balls? A sandwich and some ripping flesh off balls? Andrew, I did. We talked about it on the podcast.
What?
We gave you about 38 plugs too. No, it turned out great, man. It turned out really great. It's not your fault, but this thing is small. I mean, it is tiny.
Oh, he's the one that did the embroidery?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, the quality is wonderful. I would love to have you do more embroidery for us.
Melanie, our sweet, dear, sweet, pure Mel Lansford wants you to name this thing a sandwich and some fleshless balls. Mel does right there. Wow. Thank you, Ginger. I I say coolest name in the chat room. Ginger Trotter. How cool is that? Pretty cool name. There you go, Carrie. Bounce the kid. Next year, I'm going to bounce the kid.
What does that mean?
It's just to toss the kid out, bounce the kid. That's funny.
What are we calling it? A sandwich? I have no internet connection.
Come on, Evans. You're connected to the printer.
I didn't do it. It automatically. A sandwich. Hell Week. Hell Week?
Ginger's next. Why? I don't understand.
Because it's my Hell Week. That's how we open the whole podcast.
Okay.
Right?
Sure. It's not really a catchy title, but.
Well, then what is the catchy title? I'm not going to say
A sandwich and some
hairless
fleshless balls.
I'm not going to say that.
A sandwich and some back wax. A sandwich and some. I don't know. Whatever. You name them better than I do. Oh, good. Oh. Hello, hand. Wheezy, hello, hand. Michael said, balls will probably get you flagged on the podcast title.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. So after we talked about my personal Hell Week, we talked about your dad jokes. Oh, I did Emma Kellie. Did we talk about Emma Kellie? What else we do?
We talked a lot about our grooming. I talked about going to Pretty Kitty. Mel, we will see you soon, right? Oh, God, I got the yawns all of a sudden. Pushed. Okay, guys. Give you some pointers. Oh, Kathy moved to Denver. Adult toys. Whoa. I got in my teeth. All right. Balls. Oh, we talked about the speedo. We talked about good deal, Mel. It's going to be fun. And your sister-in-law is coming, right?
Okay. Done. Oops. Blake. I sent it Lacey just as a backup and Alan. Done. All right, y'all.
Yeah, Amy. Yeah, I remember her. We met her at Jeff's house.
What about her?
That's who's coming with Mel.
Oh, her sister-in-law.
Her sister-in-law. Mel says, I am loud and like to talk. Mel, you're not loud. I don't think you're loud. You like to talk. That's okay. I'm married to somebody who likes to talk. But you're not, I don't think you're loud. I know loud people.
Am I loud?
I know loud people.
Are we going to watch Nick Master or not? I'm going to kind of watch and write commercials. I can do both. Because sometimes when they're just doing stuff, I can sit there and type.
We don't have to.
No, we can do it, because I got to write some spots anyway. I've got to write like a buttload of spots for tomorrow.
Well, go ahead and do that.
Well, let's do it.
I'm not that interested. I'm not that interested anyway.
I would like to do that because it's kind of like a halfway diversion. It kind of gets me through my commercials.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
That's fine.
Okay, come on. Are you already signed off?
No.
All right, bye, y'all. I can't see y'all because Alan's on a different page. But thank you for spending part of your evening with us.
All right, guys. We're going to go check out a
Ink Master.
Ink Master. Let me see here. This thing upload. You can see me. I cannot see you. Hold on 2 seconds.
Me or them?
Them. Bring earplugs. You do it next year, Carrie. We'll do it again. Talk to y'all soon.